like, okay,
Oh,
it's
no.
Dookie. And then the shit kind of started smelling a little bit. But like I didn't stop because I was like, nigga, I'm gonna get this nut in at least.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to Stop the Foolishness. This is episode 103, baby.
103.
Yes, sir.
103 in the building. Oh, how's everybody doing this week, man?
I'm fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. Been still a little bit under the weather, still slight coughing in there, but for the most part, been straight. Hey, y'all got anything major going on? You know what I'm saying? Anything new with you?
I got a new TV. I don't know if you can see
it. Kudos to you. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. I went on and got it because so my stuff officially, thank God, will be here November. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get a TV for my room because the other 65-inch will go in the living room. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say your stuff, you talking about
my
the
stuff from Massachusetts? Yeah. It's crazy how one of my employees is actually going to get it for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So he even got upset with me. He was like, "Why didn't you ask me sooner?" I was like, "Shit, we just happened to been talking about it." He was like, "I'll go get it." I was like, "Are you serious?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I used no vacation time. So it's not like I'm losing out on any money, and then I'll pay him a little something or whatnot. And he'll a truck driver, so I ain't worried about that part. And I know my shit would get here, so it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I'm about to say the more you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The more you know, yeah. And he's like my right hand man at work. Like seriously, he helped get me through a lot of shit at work, trying to help me out or whatever I need or whatnot. So that worked out.
All right, and so the legal side of that, you just decided to watch it, not even concern yourself.
It's not.
Ain't even worth it.
Yeah. I mean, it may not be, depending on how much you got to pay.
At the beginning, I was really trying, but at this point, I just cut my losses. Like, you know what?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel you because
at the end of the day, karma's a bitch. They'll get theirs. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, if you're doing business like that, you probably ain't gonna be in business too long anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's just
I ain't the first, and I'm sure I'm not going to be the last. So it's going to catch up to their asses eventually.
You need to leave a terrible review though.
Horrible
Find a page,
horrible review,
and leave an extensively terrible review. You know what I'm saying? That is factually accurate. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can at least get some of yours on the back end.
You're right.
But I would never use this company again.
Never. All caps. That whole review is going to be all caps, flashing lights, whatever I can graphically do to it.
Yeah, you need to go find a page and leave the worst review ever. I would never in my life ever even look up this company again, let alone I don't even want to leave a review. That's how much I don't like these people. Okay, all right, cool.
Are you
things are looking up, is what I'm saying. Between my stuff coming. Not just that, I got a potential candidate to fill the supervisor position of the nigga I fired a few weeks ago. They just gave him his salary offer. So come tomorrow, I'll officially find out, if that's a yay or nay on that part. Pray for your sis that it'll be a yay. Get him going. I'm just slowly getting there, but it's going the right direction. So I feel good.
Okay, cool. All around.
Wait, I have a question real quick. Are you is that dude going to get your stuff for free?
No. I'm going to pay him something. I'm not going to pay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun to have that man. Yeah, I'm not going to have that man drive all the way. Well, he's flying up, so I'm buying a plane ticket, of course, obviously. I'm renting a U-Haul truck, but I'm definitely gonna pay him for his time.
Okay. And I was gonna say, cause I was gonna be like, boy, shit, I'd have did it for one Mexican hooker and an ounce of coke, nigga. Shit,
this nigga here.
Nigga, I did that.
I did not ask you.
I'm about to say, I hate driving, so I need to get paid for my services. I need actual money.
You need actual money. No, I am gonna pay him. So
to drive from Boston? Oh no, nigga, you gotta pay me, nigga.
I mean, it's literally 996 miles. So 2,000 miles this man is gonna be driving.
That's a 24-hour drive, right?
Free. Well, actually, it's a 24-hour drive in a regular car, but in a U-Haul truck, you got to tag on some time, so it's going to be almost up to 30 hours.
Oh, no.
Because the U-Haul truck don't move, as quick as, used to be in your regular car.
I mean, it can. I would recommend it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you can get up to 80, 90 miles an hour. I just don't know if you should. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the $1 million. That's the $1 million. Question, you know what I'm saying?
So not only is he going to move my stuff here, he's actually, him and his son going to move my shit into the house too.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Because he was like, so you're going to pay the movers to move shit? He said, shit, give me that money. I'll move it to your house. I was like, bet. Okay.
Exactly. Give me the money that you was going to pay.
Exactly. Like, he
and
was
that way
willing,
you know the motherfucker that's doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. He was willing to deal it. He's like, look, say that there, pay for the movers up north to move it into the truck. But when I get down there, my son and I will move it into your house. You can give us that money. I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's great because like now you know like exactly like who's doing it, and you ain't got to worry about.
I ain't got to worry about. Look, I know where the nigga work.
Exactly.
I know his employee ID number. I know his
private
address.
Information. Like, you can pull up on him. He can't dodge you. Like nigga.
Where my shit?
Like
where you at?
Guaranteed to get that shit resolved to some extent.
Yeah, and it's perfect timing because grandpa's going to be here in December. And they're adamant about being up in my house. So I'm like, okay, I need to make sure my house feels like a house.
Yeah, speaking of that, that's part of my irk.
But I may have a solution to your irk.
You gotta have a solution because you gotta have a solution. Because I'm explaining to you why that shit ain't happening. And I'm adamant about that.
I got 2 solutions for your irk. 2 solutions for your irk.
Okay, cool. All right. Cuz you got anything going on life-wise?
No, honestly. Well, I do, but it's part of my irk.
Okay.
So I'll save it.
Okay, cool.
But I am happy today. Today I'm actually going to my first rock concert in like 2 years because of COVID, and they kind of shut down concerts, especially rock concerts when you're like all together.
Out here though.
So, what's up?
Monkeypox though. Like, I'm telling y'all wholeheartedly, I would have rather caught COVID than this monkeypox shit. Like, this shit has me petrified. Like, I dead ass do not want to shake nobody's hand that walk into my shop, bro.
According to what we've been reporting now at CBS Channel 2, you can only get monkeypox from fucking a nigga in the ass.
Nah, y'all can believe that shit if you want to. Next thing you gonna know, they're gonna be all like, all someone has to do is breathe on you. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
Okay,
so
all right, look.
So according to Cuz job, when you see Cuz with some pox, y'all know.
Till I get this monkeypox vaccine. Till I get this monkeypox vaccine, I ain't fucking with niggas, man. You know, like what's good, bro? All right, it's been real, bro. Okay, all right, cool. All right, what's the band? Who's the band?
It's actually so I'm really going to see Fallen in Reverse, but they're co-headlining with Papa Roach.
Papa Roach?
Yeah. So if y'all remember from our teen years, they're the famous band who sung "Last Resort." The cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Yeah. So, but they actually came out with a new album not too long ago, and I actually just so happened to just listen to it because I like rock music. So I was like, dang, I ain't heard from Papa Roach in a while. And sometimes when bands come try to come back, or whatever and stuff. Their music is just trash. It's like, bro, you should have left that back in 2005, nigga. Like, but their music was actually really good, and I was like, wow, like that's awesome. So I actually looked up. It's crazy. I found out because I actually looked up a couple months ago. I was like, man, I wonder if like Papa Roach is going to be going on tour. I wouldn't mind, going to see them live because their album was so good. And yeah, like I looked and I was like, oh shit, they're coming to Idaho. And then they're actually co-headlining one of my favorite bands. So I was just all like, holy shit. So I got to kind of get a double whammy. And then I'm taking Sheree. So she's going to her first ever rock concert. So this is going to be very interesting, to say the least. So yeah, pretty excited.
Do you ever listen to In This Moment?
In This Moment?
Oh. You don't listen to metal, do you?
No, I do. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should check her out.
Okay.
Just a side note. The band is called In This Moment. Yeah.
Oh, it's a girl?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't be listening to that shit.
Lord. Goddamn. Wow.
Well, shit.
Fuck that. Like, okay. Never mind.
Well, damn.
Never recommend no shit to you my nigga. Like, goddamn.
Shit. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'll play. I'll say definitely check them out. Yeah, I fucking love metal music. So yeah, actually, Korn is coming here too. I like never seen. Yeah, I never seen Korn live, and it's crazy because I actually just watched that Netflix documentary. That Woodstock '99 documentary that they have on Netflix, and it's actually really good.
I really want to watch that shit too. I've been watching the
really
Manti documentary.
Yo, that shit was bomb, bro. I watched that shit.
Yeah, I watched the first part this morning. I'm watching the second part once I get off this bitch.
That shit.
Yeah. It's about this football player that like got catfished basically, and it became like a national story. Although when I was watching, when that shit was like a big thing, I was still thinking like back then, like, why is this even a big deal? So
I know, yeah.
I never even knew he got catfished, like, because I just didn't follow up on the events after that. Okay, he lied. So what? He didn't have to lie to get playing time. He was already that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
exactly.
To me, like, it would have been a big thing if like that shit like kind of catapulted him into like a starting role or some shit. But like he was already like that guy. So yeah. Okay, all right.
You know what's crazy, real quick about him? Some people reverse change as they get older, because that nigga was ugly as shit when he was young, and now this nigga look. I'm like, damn, bro.
Like on some no homo shit. I was just thinking that shit. I was watching shit. I was all like, bro, this nigga had a great glow up because the younger man Tateo was hurting. I was all like, yo, this nigga looking like Rico Suave out here now. But the younger man Tateo, that nigga looking like he needed a lot of help. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Yeah, because I was all like, yo, who's this nigga they interviewing? This
That's what I was like, who was that? Is that his like a brother or something? A family member? And then they was like, Manti Te'o. If you just put Manti, it'll come up.
It'll come up. Yeah, and the crazy thing is he still in the league? Because I know he got drafted by the Chargers. But
no, his last. So I had looked it up. He played for the Chargers. And he played for the Saints for a little bit, and I think he played for one more team. His last season he played was 2020. So he had it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean he's only one season removed.
They be flushing niggas out the league quick.
For real, because I think he's 30, 31. So I mean, he still had a pretty decent career though. I mean, to last 7 years.
But bro, this man was like a consensus top 5 pick before that little event went down. So it's just crazy.
Well, he kind of he kind of touches on it like a little bit in the second episode when he gets to the NFL, and he talks about like his like first 3-4 years in the NFL. He said that like because of everything, and then he said every time he went onto the field or whatever and stuff, every game he said like he felt like his arms would be numb and stuff, and he was like going through a lot of like anxiety and stuff, and he was overthinking a lot of things and stuff like that. And I was actually talking to Sheree about it, and I was like, man, it's just crazy how like some people can like go from high school. So how some people like to be like the man in high school, but then go to college and can't handle it, and then they just seem like they suck. Or they be a man in high school, man in college, go to the NFL, and then it's just like they're non-existent. And it's just like, damn. But a lot of that stuff be mental with these guys or whatever and stuff. Like they be having anxiety, a lot of stuff, personal life shit. So he kind of touches on that or whatever and stuff a little bit, like how like what he was going through mentally. So
yeah, I was gonna say he was that dude.
He was that dude. Yeah,
like he ain't in the league no more. It's like, god damn, boy, they be flushing them boys like quick.
Yeah, I mean, he could still come back because his last season was 2020. So he ain't that far removed. If like a team needs a linebacker or something or whatever, he could possibly get picked up. But yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we done rambled enough, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's go ahead and get to our still unpaid sponsor, Miss Toya's Gift of Soul.
Hey, Chef Toya here, owner and head chef with Toya's Gift of Soul, located in Arlington, Texas. We are your one-stop shop to satisfy your soul. We specialize in oxtails, wings, seafood, and much more. We offer very affordable prices. We cater, meal prep, and will even handle your weekly night meals. We will also travel. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Toya's Gift of Soul. Contact me, 469-849-2521, and let Toya's Gift of Soul feed your soul.
All right, y'all know what it is. Let Miss Toya's Gift of Soul feed your soul. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into our first story here up here real quick. So this past week, Diddy decided to say that he had decided to ask a question. He said, who killed R&B? He went on to a podcast, I think with Timberland or somebody. I don't know who podcast he was on, but he said R&B is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris Brown decided to respond to that shit by saying, R&B is dead. Respectfully shut up. People nowadays want fast food instead of a real meal. Don't blame the real singers out here because what channels do people have to see music videos? BET damn sure don't, neither does MTV. And then the industry be forcing shit on the people when the real music. Some. I can't see this shit. Oh, I'm not clicking on that shit anymore. Anyway, he said R&B isn't dead. Y'all niggas just ugly. Honestly, every now and then shit go over my head. I really don't understand that. I don't know what he mean by that, but maybe y'all can explain that shit to me because I'm like, what they got to do with R&B being dead, my nigga? But all right. With that being said, though, here's the funny thing that I found about Chris Brown responding to that is I really wouldn't consider Chris Brown an R&B artist anymore. Like, he's really more of a pop artist if you ask. If you were to like traditionally what R&B is, maybe you could borderline put him in like the contemporary. And that's the shit that I don't like about music anyway, because like R&B is like a genre of music, but then they have like subgenres in R&B. So maybe you could say he's a contemporary R&B artist, but like he would be more of a pop artist to me rather than an R&B artist. Like I just don't consider him an R&B artist anymore.
But yeah, he actually touched on that. He actually touched on that on $1 Million Worth the Game when he was on there a couple weeks ago when his album dropped. Yeah. He said that he feels like, because they were kind of talking about R&B, and he said that, with the landscape of music, he feels like he's probably one of the only like R&B artists, but he kind of considers R&B artists like they get out there, they actually sing to you, they dance to you, like all these different things combined. And he was just saying that like he feels that like he's probably one of like the last of the dying breed of like an R&B artist that can be considered an R&B artist.
I don't know, man, because
exactly. I don't know either because, like I said, like I don't know if you had listened to him or whatever and stuff, but I listened to like Ye Ali, and that dude is like straight R&B. He's talking about love making.
I just recently listened to Lucky Day, and Lucky Day is kind of. I ain't listened to his most recent album, but I listened to the first one. Patience, I think that's what the album is called or some shit like that. I was vibing with it. I was definitely still gonna peep Ye Ali as well. But that's what I'm saying. It's like if you take Chris Brown's first couple of albums, like those R&B albums, like if you're not R&B is called rhythm and blues, nigga. If you don't have any blues in there, then you're not an R&B artist.
You're not an R&B artist.
So it's like it's not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? Because again, Chris Brown makes great music, you know what I'm saying? It's not a knock against him as an artist, but it is a knock for him to consider himself an R&B artist, and that's not really what you are. You know what I'm saying?
He's got some R&B songs, yes, but overall R&B, occasionally, but like you said, overall R&B artist, no.
Yeah,
he left that a long time ago. He's considered a pop star,
and
a successful one at that. Like you said, we ain't knocking him. He's making good music. It's just, do we categorize you in R&B? No.
And it's even more past that. Not even just him, but like if you take some of the biggest R&B artists out right now, like if you take like her, Summer Walker, LMA, see, I can't even think of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm struggling.
The struggle is hard.
Tory Lanez.
I mean, if you take like Tory Lanez, right? Like Tory Lanez if we keeping it a buck, would probably be closer to an R&B artist than Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you take like his Chicks tapes, like them are closer to R&B albums than like what Chris Brown be putting out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't really know if Chris Brown can really consider himself an R&B artist anymore. And again, that's not knocking him. I'm just saying, like, if you keeping it a buck, like when Tory Lanez does his Chick tapes, that shit is a blues. It's about the struggle between a man and a woman in relationships.
Exactly.
Chris Brown don't be singing about that shit. He just be singing about fucking hoes. Like that ain't rhythm and blues, bro. Like, I mean, like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, that's not rhythm and blues.
But I mean, but it's no like hoes. Like,
yeah. But he does have a point where like these A&R directors, I mean, they kind of tell him what to do. And I mean, like,
I was about to say, like,
if you
like the music industry, exactly. And like the radio and stuff, it's like they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The media industry in a whole, like, pretty much picks and chooses what we listen to as the consumer, just straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to listen to different stuff, you have to go out there and damn near seek it. Like, a lot of people don't even know about Ye Ali. And actually, Ye Ali, my brother was telling me, because he had said that Ye Ali actually has written for Chris Brown, like a bunch of songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like, he's out there writing songs for him, doing stuff like that or whatever. And a lot of people don't even know who the fuck he is. And like, he's like dope as fuck. But because of media and how it's structured, they pick and choose what the fuck we listen to. I was actually listening to the radio for the first time the other day. And them niggas was playing, these niggas played this Drake song like 3 times. That Laugh Now, Cry Later, with Dirk. I'm like, nigga, that song came out 2 years ago when my dad passed away. I was like, why is this still on the radio?
Yeah.
Why is this still on the radio?
Why is this still getting spins, nigga?
Why is this 2 years ago? Like, this nigga can no longer win a Grammy for this song, and y'all still playing this shit?
Yo, it's crazy, man. And again, it's like I said, like you said, like Ye Ali, like I don't know these guys. So on one hand, I do feel like it could be a little bit our fault because we're not necessarily seeking out like R&B artists anymore, and it could be a little our fault. But also, it's this issue of, I feel like Chris Brown is on that stature of, if whatever type of music he want to fucking make, he could make, bro.
He can
like
make,
he's in that predicament where like he gets to complain about A&R directors, bro. Like if he say, look, I want to make a traditional R&B album about real shit, real love, that type of shit, he could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't got him by the balls saying like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not really mind what he's saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know his contract situation. He may not have that much creative control, but this nigga did a interview with Drink Champs? He did it with somebody where he said he recorded 250 songs for this new album. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So he said he recorded 250 tracks. So you got another 220 tracks somewhere that like, and that's the album you put together to call an R&B album. That's all I'm saying. Like what are we doing here?
Because I'm pretty sure out of that 250, probably there's at least 50 of them that are straight R&B songs.
And so, none of them made that.
You could have like compiled at least 15 of those. I know 15 of them are straight R&B songs. Bro. So you could have compiled 15 of them, put an album together if you wanted to.
There you go.
And you got multiple people writing. You got to buy these tracks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here's like my final thing, and I think this is kind of what Diddy was getting to. It's just that, you know, everything changes. Don't get me wrong. Things transition, things progress. Yeah. But at the same time, like every now and then, I look at it like food, right? Don't get me wrong. You can go places where you get like different takes on like hamburgers, hot dogs, fried chicken. But every now and then, you just want like a regular bacon cheeseburger, bro. And it's like. Mm-hmm. The music we getting today got avocado, you know what I'm saying?
It's got all these peanut butter and shit. Try this like, glaze sauce on the bun, I just want shit. Like, this is Gouda cheese on a cheeseburger, not American cheese. It's like, I just want a really great bacon cheeseburger, nigga. And the shit that we getting ain't that. And that's all I'm saying. And R&B is sort of transitioned to more of like vibing rather than actual great singers, like really singing their ass off on tracks. That's why I don't knock people like her. And like even LMA. LMA has a very unique sound, and I think it really works for her. Yeah, LMA's again, dope. Like as great as their music are, you know what I'm saying? Like
like they're not really great singers, man. That's what R&B used to be about. It used to be about people with really great vocal talent.
Real good vocals.
You know what I'm saying? That, you'd be like, damn, that girl, damn, that boy can sing. Like that shit don't exist. And that's why I'm saying when these niggas about R&B is dead, I think that's kind of what Diddy's talking about too. Like y'all niggas ain't singing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making records, good records,
y'all not singing.
Y'all not singing, bro.
Y'all not Jodeci up in here with the ooh yes in the background, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like they're making music more so to get spins in a club versus to put in your bedroom. Because there's no R&B. Like if it's a true R&B song, it's not getting played in the club. But most of these R&B artists are getting played in the club. So
and they need streams, right? They need streams. They need it to be played in clubs. They need radio plays. You know what I'm saying? So again, the business side of it, I understand it. But it like he said, like I don't know who's to blame here. Is it our fault for allowing these niggas to get away with that shit, or is it that artists are allowing, saying, especially once you get to their level, are they not making the kind of music that we want to hear?
Yeah,
but, whatever works. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna sell. So fuck it. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get into this next one here. Oh God, I'm gonna have to refresh this hoe.
This is just my homie. Like I said, all men kisses their homie, right? It's bro code. I mean, a lot of women don't know that, but we all men do it. Oh, we straight. Like we don't get down like that. I support the LGBTQ community completely 1000%, but this.
All right, yeah, we ain't even gotta talk about that shit no more.
This is why R&B music is dead, because these niggas is out here.
Look, man, I don't. Again, a lot of
and
this
they
shit,
ugly. And they ugly.
Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I don't know how much of this shit be real for likes or for going viral, but it's just so much goofiness out here, man. And it's like
that's the thing. You are so right. You don't know what's real or fake. Like you don't know if these niggas just did this for clout.
I mean, it's for clout to a certain extent because they know niggas don't do this shit. Okay?
Exactly.
Like, be for real, dog. Like, if y'all niggas gay, just say that shit.
Just say that.
What I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes these niggas just be trolling niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, y'all can't tell we gay. Like, we in here kissing in a video and then motherfucking. So this is on TikTok. And on TikTok, when niggas make a video, like, you can respond to certain shit. So it's like, these niggas kissing, I hope they gay, because that's some gay shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what gay people do. They kiss the same sex.
Let him tell it. That's what y'all homies do. Just a regular homie.
Yeah, I ain't never been around.
I ain't never.
Group of niggas.
I ain't never. In my 35 and a half year life, I have never seen two straight men just kissing randomly. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about they just homeboys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like the only time I've ever done that was like joking around with one of my homeboys or something and being like, hey man, and they come and give me a kiss, nigga, and stuff like that or whatever. Just messing around. But like it never like happens or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't even joke like that. we don't even joke like that.
Exactly.
Like no, that's oh damn, excuse me.
No, it be some shit like how Sue in our fantasy league, what's name, Pretty Pink and Goonies and fantasy. How he always be talking about that gay shit or whatever and stuff. He's like 100%. Yeah, he's like 100% not gay. But it'd be like shit like that, just joking around. You know what I'm saying? But not on the real shit.
He be saying some questionable shit sometimes, but like we know he not gay.
Yeah, you know he not gay, exactly.
But the point here is just that, come on, man. Like it's hard to take any of this shit seriously anymore. Like I be on the internet now and like I be seeing shit and I just be all like I follow this shit called On Site. And On Site posts a lot of shit from 6 brown chicks. I'm saying this shit now. I don't care who hears this and takes offense to this. 6 brown chicks. Whoever writes into that fucking podcast or Twitter group or whatever is absolute fucking capping. It's literally somebody on there that's just making up the most ridiculous ass stories ever, bro. Because it's like
it ain't no way.
Can't be real. Like it can't be real, dog. So it's just like we cultivated this culture of like just wanting your videos to go viral. So you just do goofy shit to go viral, man. Because that's it. There's just kids being ignorant and shit. But all right, let's get into this next one though, because I thought this one was a little bit thought provoking. This shit says shaming should absolutely be brought back to the Black community. Yes, having 3 babies by age 19 is pathetic. Yes, dropping out of high school in the 9th grade is pathetic. Yes, your baby not being able to read basic words by 5 is pathetic. Yes, and yes. It says, it should be noted that our community is the only one that gives these passes, and it should be noted that our community is the furthest behind. False. If y'all ever find yourself wondering why the black youth is seemingly getting worse, remember some of these quotes. Nothing but excuses and whataboutisms. These kids are seemingly not expected to be better because the adults around them fail to look inward. Okay. I don't know about
so
about
the answer is to shame people. Got it. The little people. Make them feel like shit.
Or maybe he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, but maybe they're talking about, maybe he's talking about more of like, not necessarily shaming in like a bad sense, but like calling motherfuckers out on their shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not letting them get a pass. Like, oh yeah, it's okay. Like,
okay.
It's like, nah, it kind of isn't okay.
Yeah,
but you can better it. You can better your situation.
Yeah.
You can better it, but this shit ain't okay. So we shouldn't be like, oh, that's okay, girl. That's okay, my nigga. Like, no, it's not.
Like no. But I do think that, first of all, I think he's completely wrong. I think as a culture, not to go all right wing and shit, but I do think that like we've kind of gotten to this point where like we kind of just like accept shit and just be like, it's okay to stumble, it's okay to fall, but like we've extended that shit to like some of like the most worst scenarios. You know what I'm saying? And being all like, well, this person came back from it and this person overcame that. And don't get me wrong, like people have, but you have 3 kids by 19. You have put yourself into a situation of in life that is really hard to get out of. You know what I'm saying? It's to really get your feet into the ground without a really strong community and system to back you and to support you. Right. But with that said, though, again, right, like with what Cuz saying, I don't, and he might mean shaming. He might mean absolutely just like call him outside and throw rocks at him. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. But I will say that like he hit the nail a little bit, man, because like I said, I don't want to go all right wing, but like a lot of y'all out here are like cookie cutting like a motherfucker, man. And it's like, I say this shit all the time, like life is a contact sport, bro. Like this shit ain't all rainbows and sunshines and shit.
Hell
like,
to the
I get it. That's kind of how y'all want the fucking world to be. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not.
But to get on my Kevin Samuel shit, like that just ain't the fucking world, bro.
It's
like,
not.
It's
like
hard.
real talk, it's not. It's hard.
You gotta work. You gotta grind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, my child come to me about like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to go to high school no more. What the fuck? No, nigga. Like, that ain't an option. That's the basic. That's the baseline of what you need to do. You can't graduate from high school, nigga. You can't succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, like high school wasn't hard. You know what I'm saying? So that means that like you can't complete something that isn't hard. Okay. Yeah. So it's like, on one hand, I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, you need to be encouraging. You need to be supportive of people's situations. But at the same time, you do need to let people know, like, you know, you fucked up, right? And like a lot of these decisions you have made are going to be costly in your transition through life. So understand that like you now set yourself back. But at the same time, it's a lot of people now that are thriving, that had kids when they were younger, and they kids getting ready they go into their sophomore and junior year of high school. And I'm absolutely fucking jealous. You know what I'm saying? Because my kids still got a ways to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like it's pros and cons to everything. And I definitely don't think that you can plan to have 3 kids by the age of 19 and that be a part of your life's mission that you actually wanted to accomplish. But at the same time, you can absolutely turn a negative into a positive, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is all like when people make statements like this, they don't take into account the environment and the upbringing that these people are in.
That people are
this isn't somebody that's living in the suburbs of like a city, going to a school that has a 2-parent household that is, you know, in a stable environment. A lot of times these are people in the lowest economic and less educated communities that are making these mistakes.
Exactly.
So it's like, I don't know about all that. Also, I like to remind people that like the most educated group in America are black women, like per capita. I don't know why people keep saying that like black people are like the lowest on the totem pole as far as education. That's absolutely not true. The 3 highest IQs ever recorded are black people. Like I can go on for days, you know what I'm saying? But the
this
point
is
being,
people not doing their research and just talking out their ass and not know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah, the point being here is that yes, I do agree. You know what I'm saying? You probably should be getting on niggas' asses about certain shit, but I don't know if shaming is the route to go. But yeah, niggas definitely need to be having tougher conversations with people and not just being all, it's okay. And, everything's going to be all great. No,
like, nigga, you got to struggle. Like, it's going to be hard. This shit ain't going to be easy.
Yeah. Unless you
Life is not fucking easy.
It's not. And unless you have the ability to, literally block out everything, because people break and crumble to pressure, and having kids is a shit ton of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to raise kids in general. And then for you to be trying to make it through life, find a way to make a decent outcome, to make a decent income, you know what I'm saying? You know how much it costs to put 3 kids in a daycare? I got 2. I'm paying $1,600 a month.
Damn.
2. Okay? For 2.
Damn.
You understand? For 3? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
that's crazy.
I tell, bro, listen to me. I'm the greatest thing I ever did in my life was I understood to live well within my means. I could have bought a $500,000 house. You know what I'm saying? Well, not at the time, but I could have bought an upper $300,000, maybe $400,000 house. If I bought that house, no way I could have kids. No way, because I'd be trying to pay for a fucking mortgage. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, you got this big ass house, you can't even fill it up with nothing. You just in there empty.
You can't even enjoy it.
We got the house, babe, but we can't get the kids right now because we can't.
Right.
Like, no cap.
Imagine having 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit's gonna keep happening because that's life, right? People are gonna fuck up. But again, there is this overwhelming sense of, in America, I ain't gonna say just like black people, but like in America, they're like, no matter what you doing, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be okay. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. And I pray that it's okay, but it's not okay that you're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this person to be a reflection of what we do not want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just not okay to say, if you have 3 kids by 19, it's cool. You can still grind out in life. No, it's not cool. It's absolutely, unless you're married, truly, and that nigga won the lottery. That's probably the only scenario I can see.
Unless you're married, won the lottery, or you in a rich family, you just up and decided to be like a Kylie Jenner and had your second child out, you just having babies early. Hey, kudos to you.
Yeah.
But for us normal folks,
this is
that ain't it.
Yeah,
that ain't it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get to this next one. It's our weekly edition of Pastors Gone Wild.
Pastors Gone Wild.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me.
Poor, broke, busted, and disgusted.
I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money.
Come on.
I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how.
Wow. Damn.
I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci.
So you got a rich organization.
I know, right?
Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon, it's not with respect of want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's.
Yes, you can.
And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
Wow. Oh, my God.
He said what God told him.
Oh, my God.
Pretty much worshiping him. I thought coming to church was to worship God, not you, my nigga. Like, what?
You know what?
Wow.
I truly feel like in another life, I was a scammer. I really feel like my calling life was scamming, because it seemed real easy just to get money out of people, man. Here's my issue with this, right? It's not even with what he's saying. It is the fact that like these niggas are egging him on.
They're egging him on.
Yeah, like they are like, tell it, Pastor.
Come on, Pastor.
Say it.
What?
Come on.
I'd have been the only nigga in the church that man, fuck your watch, man. Like, the fuck? Are y'all, am I in the Twilight Zone? What is going on here?
I ain't worth your McDonald's money?
No, nigga, again. I'm broke. You just told me I'm broke, nigga. Yes, nigga. Rich people don't attend church? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, Gucci? Who the motherfucker got Gucci, nigga? I don't got no fucking Gucci.
But it's honestly, that's what blew me away the most. Not even so much what he said, but the people in the audience, like you said, egging him on. Like, y'all are agreeing with this dude.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake. It wasn't real until I seen his apology video.
Yeah.
Because I was searching the internet like a motherfucker. Because this kind of looked like it's staged on like some TikTok content creation, like shooting type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Also, I guess I could have looked at this time because this shit is like 3 fucking hours, and the only way you getting 3 hours of content from a content creator is if it's a church. So I guess I could have looked at that and been able to tell. But when I first saw this shit, I just knew it was fake, right? Like, so I was trying to find it because I was like, ain't no fucking way. No way, bro. Like a nigga said, but it is. This is an actual pastor who said this shit.
That's insane, bro.
It's because the thing about scamming life in general is that no matter what, like the real will always come out. Like no matter what, you can't hide who you are forever. You know what I'm saying? Like glimpses will always come about. You know what I'm saying? And so the issue that I have here is there's a great Maya Angelou quote that says, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like this is somebody whose heart is not in the right place, even if it started out right. You know what I'm saying? Once they start seeing them dollars that's rolling in through the church, right, like seeing how much people are willing to
tax-free dollars,
everyone can get corrupted. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to me. So that's why I say with like these mega churches, it's just really hard to believe that they're not in the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't question anybody's, you know what I'm saying, intentions or whatever, unless you show me differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna believe whatever you're saying. It's just that I've always found it incredibly difficult to see a man of the cloth in an environment where he gets to wear Rolex watches and his congregation is poor and think that shit is okay.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Because you can still live an extremely comfortable life and be giving back majority of that money back to your congregation
that part
to see them thrive.
Yeah.
And that is why I say, like, when I see these super rich people, these super rich pastors, I can't believe a word they fucking say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every now and then they may drop a video or a gem that, you know, is relatable. And, you know, dead clock is right twice a day, or the message doesn't always have to come from the greatest messenger. But it's just really hard for me to rock with anyone that's like making millions of dollars a year and their congregation, you know what I'm saying, is worried about, you know, if their lights are going to get turned off tomorrow and shit. Yeah. It's like, bro, y'all could truly be helping people. Like, what are you doing to help people? And so, again, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, man, I just feel like these pastors just need to stop trying to cloak. And I mean, maybe that's the only way that they can get these people to do all these things. But they need to stop cloaking everything around the center of God and just be like, look, I'm a motivational speaker that's a Christian. I'm just a Christian motivational speaker. I'm going to use the Bible at times to help you with your problems, but you are going to have to pay me for my services.
Yo, hey, that's some real shit, though.
It is, though. Yeah. Yeah. Because all these pastors have evolved I've never seen it so bad. Like, everything's being evolved around money.
Yeah.
What are you giving? Why aren't you paying this? You need to get to this. Everything's been evolved around money. I'm like, since when has it became all about money?
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
Because it's like, if you look at a person like Tony Robbins ain't going to get no flack if he's walking around here with a Rolex and a Lamborghini and all this crazy stuff. He's not, because he doesn't cloak anything through God. So that's why I'm just all like, I get it. Like, to keep the building open or whatever and stuff, you know, you got lights to pay, you know what I'm saying? There's like bills and stuff like that. I feel like pastors just need to come out and be like, look, I'm a Christian motivational speaker. And if y'all want to keep coming here, like, I need help paying this stuff. Exactly. And I also need a salary myself. So look, I'm going to use the word of God because I'm a Christian, but this is a motivational speaking church. This is what this is. You got to pay to play, baby. You got to pay to play. Yeah. So,
well, I was going to say, pastors in traditional churches, right? Pastors are still paid by the church, right? Because, you know, they're in there every day doing things with the community and stuff like that, right? But it's like, once you get to like this mega level, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you have an honest salary from the church in order to live a certain way, because you got to live, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, right? Yeah. But I'm talking like it's this shit right here that is just, it's so odd to me, man.
It's mind blowing,
There was a church that they had a list of like their top donors or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And like they would post it like on a board, like in like, you know what I'm saying, the foyer where before you get into the church, right? Like the top 10 donor list. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know that homie donated $100,000 a year. I don't even make $100,000 a year, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that does nothing for me. That doesn't motivate me to give more money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's almost like you trying to make, this person's better than you because they was able to donate
it
this.
Does.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's very unworthy. Discouraging. It makes you feel unworthy. That
Am
part
I
right
giving
there.
enough? You know what I'm saying?
Am I doing enough?
Yeah.
You making me feel like I'm in competition with John over there because he gave $100 and I only gave you $2.50. Clearly, the $2.50 was all I could give. For all you know, that's the last of the money I had in my damn purse. Exactly. And I gave it to the church. But you want to look down on me because Joe Smo over there gave $60. Like, come on.
Yeah, man. The church, the Bible says, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, that give so ever freely what you have in your heart, man. And so if you only have, it's raining like a motherfucker here. So yeah, if you only got $13 to give, my nigga, then that's it. Like, God knows you only have $13 to give.
$13 to give,
But yeah, this tithing and this whole, I've yet to find anyone to ever show me the scripture that shows you got to give 10%. Like, where that scripture at?
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. Who was I was talking to this about the other day, and I actually Googled it. Y'all give me a second, I'll find it again.
Yeah. And it's always wild to me, man, because it's not even that the pastors are asking this. It's just that it's just crazy to me how, like, you can truly be like, when you think about how, like, how shit happened with, like, Germany and shit, and how Hitler convinced an entire nation, you know what I'm saying, to commit mass genocide. Excuse me. When you see shit like this, right, it's easy to see how these people with these influences can easily indoctrinate people into a belief system. Yeah. Like, this nigga is literally telling these people that y'all are broke, busted, and disgusted. Yeah. And, like, they are egging this man on. Yeah. Like, preach, brother. Like, what?
What are you talking about? You been listening to what he's saying to you?
In my wildest dreams, like, when I seen this, I would have never thought that they were egging this man on. I would have thought it would have been nothing but fucking crickets going off in that motherfucker as he was.
I'd have got up and walked out, man. I'd have been like, what the fuck? I'd have been like, hell
this man on, dog.
So Leviticus 27:30 says, 1/10 of the produce of land, whether grain or fruit, is the Lord's and is holy. And in Proverbs 3:9 says, honor thy Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. So they pretty much trying to say is what God's giving you, you're supposed to give back. So back then, you know, they did crops, you know, cook, whatever. They were supposed to give 1/10 of that back to God. So I guess these day and age, whatever we make income wise, we're supposed to be giving back to God.
Yeah. Yeah. My problem with that is that shit don't go to God. It go to nigga pockets. And that shit ain't happening right there.
We got that nigga pockets.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga over here screaming about a Movado watch he ain't got.
I'd rather
no, that's just ridiculous.
I'd rather get 10% of my money to St. Jude, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? St. Jude actually out here saving kids, my nigga.
Wait, here's one. Malachi 3:10 and 18. Bring 1/10 of your income into the storehouse so that there may be food in my house. Test me in the way, says the Lord of armies. See if I won't open the windows of heaven for you and flood you with blessings.
All right.
So it's different parts of the Bible that mentions pretty much giving 10% of something.
Okay, got you. Yeah, 10% of nothing, because that's all I got. Okay. All right. But to finish this off, man, it's just when you question shit back in history, like, yo, I don't understand how this could ever happen. Look no further than this example right here, bro, because here's a man literally demeaning people and they are egging him on.
And they're egging him on. He is talking down, calling them names, busted, cheat, busted, and disgusted. Man. And you said, come on. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Woo. Say it.
Okay. And no, not that one there. Okay. Let's get into these last two here because these hoes is kind of funny. Yo, let's talk about this one. Shout out to my guy Neo, bro. I'm gonna read this shit here real quick because Neo out here living the dream, bro. This shit says Neo allegedly has 3 big booty mistresses and they all get along and refer to themselves as sister wives. You know what? Round of applause for my guy, bro. Here's the thing. Life is about finding what you want and going after it, okay? All right? So the thing is a lot of these niggas know that they really shouldn't be in monogamous relationships. I wish that they would just, admit that shit and just go ahead and like, excuse me, and just let these women know up front, like, hey, look, here's the thing, man. I get attention all the time. It's really hard for me to be in a monogamous relationship. This is what I'm trying to live. Like, I feel like it's being more and more accepted now. You know?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Like 15 years
ago. Man, that was my damn requirement to be my girlfriend damn near. You had to be at least bisexual or something.
I mean,
like,
look why struggle? If this is what you require, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just admit that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's
just be upfront about it.
Like, just be upfront, man. You know
I'm sure you will find somebody who's okay with it. Actually, Cuz is the one that said that. Like, just be upfront about it. There is somebody out there.
There's somebody out there that's going to accept it.
Yeah, exactly. Rather you be upfront and honest about it than go through this whole charade, and just be like, oh yeah, you're my one and only, blah blah blah, and then come to find out you got 6 other bitches you've been fucking. Like, just be upfront about it. You bound to find somebody who's rocking with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I
shit.
Yeah, like
that's it. That's one of his brothers. That's one of his girls.
Yeah, it's probably this is like the main one that just like is blasting all over social media about it and running her mouth. Here's my thing, man. This one says Neo allegedly moving one of his mistresses to be closer to him is one of the reasons Crystal Smith filed for divorce. Alleged big booty homewrecker publicly refers to him as daddy. All right, that's wild. The thing is, and this should be an example of karma because I didn't know this, but apparently, she was the side chick that Neo left.
Oh yeah.
So wow. Like,
yeah, I mean, this is why someone made a comment talking about how you going to sit here and get mad when that's how you got them. And, a lot of people like how you get them is how you can lose them. She was a side chick when he was engaged.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if a nigga couldn't be honest with his first wife, what makes you think he'd be honest with you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, that's like my thing, right, bro? Just keep it real. Just keep it a buck, bro. Like,
yep.
And it's always crazy to me, especially like with celebrities. Like, nigga, like y'all can honestly,
especially a celebrity, you can do anything you want.
Like y'all can actually live the lifestyle that most niggas dream about.
Exactly.
And y'all still be out here doing goofy shit. Like, why would you even? And this is the reason why. But in fairness, this is what I will tell people. This is the reason why I say that. Like, even if a man is cheating on you, you know what I'm saying. Let's finally get past this point of like you don't know if he loves you because understand that like. Neo probably really wanted this, but obviously he must have loved this woman because by marrying her and pretending that he wants to be in a monogamous relationship, he creates a barrier for himself that makes what he really want harder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't do that unless you love somebody. Yeah. Because if I can have any woman I want, why would I marry you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. So it's like, again, the issue here is just that you find someone who you believe, you know what I'm saying, your heart is content with, and you think you can change who you are as a person. And these men struggle with that because I'm sure he loved her, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the core of who he was, he knew he couldn't really be with one woman. So it's like, why put her through that? You know what I'm saying? But again, Karma is a bitch because she was a side chick, you know what I'm saying, who he left his first wife for. And so now that's how that shit's ending.
And then you want to sit here and get mad when it happens to you. Like, you just did this to somebody else. Like, make it make sense.
You should just be charging it to the game. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like, she shouldn't be upset. She should just literally be like, well, you know.
It's life.
That is how shit happens.
That's how I got the nigga, you know. Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
All right. Last one here. We're going to run this shit. This is nasty as fuck. Let me refresh the page because these hoes don't be acting like they want to play
vacation sex. You just get nastier. If you do anal, you had a little dookie on your sheet, but you'll just sleep in it. You're just like, Medina, I'm serious. In the hotel, you're not about to get up and be like, can somebody come change these sheets?
Why not?
Are you serious?
I'm gonna lay with the cum, but not with the shit.
It's still bodily fluids,
but it's a different fluid that's carrying bacteria.
It's not a dookie log, you guys. It's a skin mark. God damn, it's just a little slice of dookie on the sheet.
What the fuck? This girl said a slice of dookie.
It's just a little slice of dookie on the sheets.
She said it ain't a dookie log. It's just a skip mark.
A slice of dookie on the sheets.
On the sheets.
I done heard some nasty shit. This by far takes the cake, nigga. This is nasty as shit.
Bruh.
You mean to tell me that like after doing anal, there be shit all in the sheets?
No, bruh.
I'm about to say hold on. I've heard of stories. Actually, I've heard of stories of people actually accidentally poop themselves after having anal. It's almost like having enema.
Oh,
like no cap. Like no cap. There has been incidents where people actually shit themselves from having anal. And if you are not clean and you did not clean yourself properly, I mean, let's say a homegirl took a shit and she didn't clean herself up. There's liable to be some kind of particles of shit on somebody's dick afterwards.
That's nasty, man. Look,
that's why I don't do anal. Stay away from my ass.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
That's crazy.
Look, man, if you like sticking it in a dookie shooter, by all means, do you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Get your freak on, man. But me and mine's, I don't stick my dick in the dookie areas, bro. So I'm just not, I just never really understood it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, sexuality, you know what I'm saying, your preferences is about, you know what I'm saying, what you prefer. And you know what I'm saying? By all means, again, do your thing. I'm just saying, hearing this has let me know that I have made the right decision in life, okay? And that I will not stray away from the path that I have chosen. And that is, I will not be sticking my dangling into a dookie shooter ever. You know what I'm saying?
Ever.
Because if I wake up and see a slice of dookie in my sheets, I'll be horrified, okay? She said, no, you just laying it. It's a slice of dookie, y'all. Get over it. Bitch, what?
What?
No, dog. No.
Ain't no let's lay in some shit. Like, you literally telling me to lay up in some shit. I don't care how big or small. You are condoning and thinking it's okay to lay up in some shit. No, bro. I'm good.
That's the wild part to me, right? So it happens, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did the thing. This is the byproduct of what we've done. Nigga, we need new sheets. You know what I'm saying? What you mean we're not good enough to call for new sheets? We are absolutely calling somebody for new sheets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not laying
now, there's
no
one thing I
dookie.
did agree with her on. Vacation sex is freaky sex. You know, you get kinky a little, try to, you know, experiment and do some wild stuff. But then with her going that far, that's just doing too much. Like,
I mean, you make it a little bit more special.
Yeah,
that's
like, what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
I'm about to say.
No, that's what I mean. Like, you make it a little bit more special, more exciting, whatever. But then when she got to the part talking about that's when I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's wild, nigga. That's
did she just say what I think she did?
Shout out to her admitting that shit on camera because they would have had
and
to
she's
fucking...
serious. She's like, goddamn, like, it's not that serious.
They'd have had to waterboard my ass to get that out of me. Nigga, it's some shit that niggas be revealing on the internet that I'm all like, I appreciate you niggas' transparency because me,
ain't no way.
Nigga, they'd have had to be fucking pulling fingernails off of me raw to get that information out. Ain't no fucking way, dog. And she did that shit on camera. Not even with the whole mosaic thing with like the voice being hidden and no shit, nigga. She was just all like, you just laying a slice of dookie on the sheet.
You do freaking shit and your shit, look, shit happens. Literally.
I do have a question though, because we're gonna get to Cuz here for a second. Because what's the nastiest thing that's happened to you during sex? Some shit that like you could never live with again. I assume it's not dookie in the sheets.
No, I have. So.
Here we go.
So when I was this isn't because I went back and did it again. So my ex-girlfriend in high school, we actually experimented anal, but we did it in the car right before she was about to go to work, and we did it in the car. We was in the back seat, and I was like hitting the anal. And there was brown shit on my dick. And it was...
Oh, God. Yo.
He just proved my point of what I said earlier.
This is the... Okay. So this is the nasty... Okay, so this is the nasty part. The nasty part is when I was hitting it, we was like going like that and stuff because like we was in the backseat of the car, but like she was saying I was like hitting her from the back. So yeah, so we put the sheets, the seats up, everything like that. So we had room. So I'm hitting her from the back, and as I'm going in and out, like I start seeing like little traces of like brown stuff starting to come on my dick or whatever and stuff. So then we kept going. It got to the point that like my dick was like covered in like brown. I'm like, okay, it's dookie. And then the shit kind of started smelling a little bit. But like I didn't stop because I was like, nigga, I'm gonna get this nut in at least.
I mean, you got to see it through, my boy. You got to see it through.
So I finished and then I pulled it out. So my dick was like covered with like all this like white and brown, like all over my dick. So all I had, because we was in a car, so all I had was like a freaking McDonald's napkin. So I like wiped it off, and then I immediately, because she was going to work, so I immediately like went to her job and just went to the bathroom, and then just took like a little hoe bath, and then had some paper towels and some soap, and just washed my dick off and everything. And
what about her ass? Did y'all clean her ass?
I hope
she went to work like that.
Yeah. No. I mean, after she went to the bathroom too, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She's fucking embarrassed, and I was like, "I mean, come on. I mean, it's your booty hole. It's all good." So,
nigga said, "It's your booty hole."
It's your booty hole.
It's all good.
That's like my thinking, right? Like, there's no shit. I'm just trying to think, like, when is the perfect time to do that? Is it like,
well, see, so I don't know because that was so that was the first time I ever did anal. And that happened. So I thought like, okay, maybe that happens all the time. I don't know. But then I'll be like, I've seen porn where that shit don't happen. So when I've done it.
First of all, porn, they prepare for it. They not.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for it though?
Well, they probably clean their butt, right? Like wash it.
Well, see, so I've done it a couple of times afterwards with like other females, or even like stuck my finger in there or whatever and stuff, and nothing comes out. So I don't know. That was like the first and only time that Dookie ever came out or whatever and stuff.
It was right.
So maybe she had to shit.
Yeah. She probably had to poop. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's never happened. And I've done anal, I don't know, maybe about, I would say maybe 10 more times after that or so. Like, and that's never happened before. So I don't know. Like,
look, I'm telling you right now, I tried it once and never again because it made me feel like I wanted to take a shit.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It was uncomfortable. And it made me feel like I needed to take a shit. I don't like that feeling because then I'm going to have to fear I'm about to literally shit in this bed. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I heard like once you kind of get past that initial little bit or whatever stuff, then it starts like feeling good or whatever. At least the girls that I talk to, they love it. They just be like,
I trust. I've heard a lot of females. They absolutely love it. You got it.
Yeah.
It was one and done for me. Nah, bro. It lasted all of literally 1 minute. And I was like,
that's gross.
I tried it. You can't say I didn't try it. Nah.
I'm good.
So to answer,
I'm pulling cuz. Thank you for the opportunity, but I'm good.
So I guess to answer your question, I guess that would be the nastiest experience, but I still went back and did it again. So it's like, I can't say I was that grossed out about it. So I don't know.
You're just nasty, period.
That's some.
You're just gross. I don't think nothing would ever turn you away from not getting some ass. Like you're gonna fall through and go through it regardless the circumstances.
That is definitely one of the most disgusting things.
His motto is, I'm gonna get this nut in. Yeah.
I had to finish.
I can see Cuz wearing a shirt that say that shit too.
I will say this. Where Cuz was at, you got to see it through. The shit's on.
You got to see exactly. I was just like, I'm already in here. There's already shit on my dick. So what I mean,
shit on your dick.
I might as well finish.
You might as well finish.
I don't know if I would have seen it through because the moment I'd have caught a whiff of any shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, this ain't gonna work out.
That's what I said. The smell.
I mean, right after that, when it started kind of like started smelling or whatever and stuff, like, you just kind of hurry. I just kind of finished. And then it was just like, oh shit. And then I like pulled it out and it was just like
that's
all over. It was
that's disgusting. Okay. All right. Okay. Before we get up out of here though, we conveniently didn't get to the irks of the week. So let's go ahead and get these in. Sis, what's your irk this week?
I honestly don't have one. I'm good.
All right, cool. Skipping you.
That's good week.
Because what's your irk of the week?
All right, so my irk of the week, All right, so a little backstory. So I had ran a story like last week sometime. I had ran a story that because we have like the abortion trigger laws in place, so that so like on the 25th of this month, like abortions are like completely illegal because we have the trigger law in effect. So the Biden administration tried to sue the state of Idaho for the trigger law, blah, blah, blah. The Supreme Court pretty much last week sometime like threw it out. I think it was like Thursday or Friday. They like threw it out. So the trigger law is going to happen. It's going to take it, take into effect. So people were chiming in, different politicians and stuff. And one of them was the Democratic, the Democratic chair for the state of Idaho. She chimed in through Twitter saying, "Oh, this is, saying disgusting, blah, 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 all this different stuff." So then it got me thinking more, and I was like, dang, like, especially this state being like so heavily like Republican and stuff like that. And I was just like, damn, I was all like, you know what, man, this is crazy, this whole abortion stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to do my good deed. I was like, you know what? Let me try to look to see how I can maybe like, I don't know, maybe let me try to like volunteer sometime. And we got elections coming up in November, stuff like that. Let me try to get within my community more, stuff like that or whatever. So I go onto the Idaho Democratic website and I go to their jobs and internships. So they actually had a 2022 Hispanic fellowship or whatever and stuff. So I was like, oh shit. So I click on it and it's like an 8-week fellowship leading from like now all the way up into the election, basically. And you basically like help out with the election. You know what I'm saying? You're like with the campaign people, whatever like that and stuff. So I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So I actually, and you get paid just, so you get paid $15 an hour. So I was like, cause I was just looking to volunteer, but I was like, oh shit, ain't y'all gonna pay me? So I was just like, fuck it. So yeah, so I applied, and then so they hit me back, and so like this girl Lily hit me back. What's crazy is that they hit me back and they said, so the person hit me back and was just all like, hey, I know you want to do the Hispanic fellowship, but hey, would you like to do like a full-time position? Because we have a full-time position for like an actual community organizer that's starting at like 40,000. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, honestly, like I would interview for that, but I'm already in like a contract, stuff like that. I work as a producer. I was just looking to help to get in the community. So I'm like, okay, no problem, blah, blah, blah. So she was all like, so she set up the interview or whatever and stuff. She was all like, yeah, I'll be doing your interview. My name is Lily, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. So she was like, yeah, it's going to be through Zoom or whatever and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm all nervous and stuff. I'm like, damn, man, this is like some political shit. I was all like, should I be in like a suit and tie? Should I? Because I was like, I'm like, I don't know, man. These motherfuckers, probably gonna be all buttoned up and shit or whatever and stuff. Yeah. So I'm over here like, kind of like racking my brain. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna go with a casual polo and, just rock with it or whatever and stuff. So had on my polo or whatever and stuff. The Zoom meeting, I fucking click to enter the Zoom meeting. It fucking comes on. I look at the screen. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. I'm getting interviewed by a goddamn freak. I'm sitting here, man,
you gotta explain this nigga, because I'm like, what?
Yeah, right? What?
So like, I fucking get on there. So you gotta think my mindset. I'm going into like an interview with the Democratic Party and shit like that or whatever. So I'm just like, what that? So it just kind of caught me off guard a little bit. So like, the person comes on the screen, her name's Lily, but it's a tranny and it's a man. And she has like bluish purple, long, scraggly hair, wearing like a regular like dingy t-shirt or whatever. And I'm like, hold on, this can't be right. Is this the interview? And she has like black fingernails. She was super nice. She was like, hi. She's like, I'm Lily. You can call me he, she. You can call me whatever you like. Stuff like that. So after I was done, I was just all like, you know what? I got to change my party affiliation. I cannot be associated with these damn Democrats. These fucking liberal fucking freaks out here.
Nigga, what?
I was like, y'all had me so nervous. Y'all had me so nervous for this interview. And y'all got motherfuckers over here doing interviews with purple hair and shit. Ain't even professional. I was like, you know what? I'm going to the Republican Party. I'm switching my party affiliation because the Republicans would never let a freak interview somebody.
This nigga here, man. Yo, y'all pray for this nigga, man. This nigga had an actual word. Okay.
Oh my god!
But no. In all honesty, to all the trans people, LGBT, I'm just joking around. Obviously, if you are listening, you are that. I am joking around. But no, it just was kind of funny because it did kind of catch me off guard, and I was just like, what in the world? And then to go a little bit further though, So it's crazy. There was there's a documentary that came out in 2020, or 2021, one of them. But there's a documentary that came out talking about like conservative blacks or whatever and stuff. And it was actually a really good documentary. And I actually watched it. It's on Amazon. And I actually watched it. And honestly, man, a lot of stuff they were saying on it, I was all like, damn, man. I was all like, am I really a Democrat? And then they were talking about like reading the Democratic and the Republican what is it called? Like the Proform or something like that. It's like something or whatever.
No, keep going.
And yeah, so I like do want to read it or whatever and stuff, because I do lean very heavily Republican when it comes to like business and stuff, issues and everything and stuff like that. Like a lot of the social issues, I lean more towards the left or whatever and stuff. But I don't know, man. It's like more and more as I get older, it just seems like I'm becoming more and more conservative. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm becoming more and more conservative, and just like in my thoughts of things.
The crazy part is that this is funny that this will come up at the end of the pod. Maybe we'll bring this back again one day. But black people as a whole, really, if you look at the platforms, are more conservative than they are liberal.
They were saying that.
The issue that we have is just that the Republican Party refuses to acknowledge the blatant racism in some of their agendas that they refuse to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if you was to ask the average black person, you know what I'm saying, like, let's just take even like from like a business perspective. If you own a business, right, and you know what I'm saying, a person wanted to come in and make, you know what I'm saying, $24 an hour, most niggas on the job gonna be like, the fuck you doing for $24 an hour? You know what I'm saying? If the job is only paying $10 an hour, right? And that's what it's worth, right? So most fiscal policies, actually most things that exist within the conservative movement actually make sense on paper. And black people as a whole would technically lean more conservative in their political ideologies. The problem is just that each party gets complicated in their goofiness, you know what I'm saying? Because what gets lost is the agenda and the purposes of the political movement. And so that's what pushes black people away from the conservative movement. Republicans could absolutely wipe the floor with the Democrats if they could find a way to get rid of the goofy shit that they be fucking doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as long as like they continuously do shit like that, and then they're gonna keep losing the black vote to Democrats. With that being said, though, the funny thing you say about that though is like millennials as a whole are the most conservatively liberal of like any generation. That's what they consider us, because we are the generation that understands for the first time like kind of how money works and how these policies affect us long term. But when it comes to social issues, we tend to think more liberally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in which case, if you want to be technical, we should be libertarian, because that's kind of what libertarians are.
Yeah.
But again, libertarians be on some goofy shit too, right? Because they don't believe in any government, you know what I'm saying, oversight. And so niggas could just set their own prices, and that's how you create monopolies and shit. And so y'all niggas don't think the government should be getting involved in that at all? How am I supposed to compete against a nigga that like got millions of dollars and he can sell shit for like $1 and I got to sell shit for 10? Like, I'm gonna get undercut. You know, shit gets complicated. Don't feel like getting into all of that. But it's funny that you mentioned that, because I've told people forever, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, the older generation of me, they don't like talking to me, because, you know what I'm saying, I'd be all like, yeah, you mean that goofy ass nigga that got half a black man locked up, you know what I'm saying, and was on the floor saying that like he didn't care about how we felt and like all that other shit, talking about Joe Biden. You know, they don't want to talk to me. But it's funny, like I said, it was funny that you would say that, because Frederick Douglass said it best, right? Like, conservative ideologies, actually black people associate with those the most, you know what I'm saying? But it's the blatant racism in the party that they refuse to acknowledge, or they refuse to get out of the party, you know, saying without, you know, Donald Trump couldn't even be on TV saying like he don't fuck with like David Duke or whoever that dude was that was for the KK, the leader of the KKK.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Remember a 10 fucking minute interview. Yeah. Never once said he was like, nigga, what are we talking about here? But see, they need votes. So like they always play in the middle, you know what I'm saying? If we ever get the goofiness out of like whatever, I don't know, man. They feel like all these niggas are in it together. I feel like it's just amazing that like the country is completely split down the fucking middle, 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's never nothing we agree on like that. Not even abortion. The overwhelming majority of America believe women should have abortions. That's including conservatives and liberals. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And so it's like, nigga, how every time we go to vote, 51% of the country is voting for this nigga and 49% of the country is voting for that nigga. How is 50.5% voting for this nigga and 49.5% voting for this nigga? Like, these are made up numbers, dog. Like, this is real.
These are made up numbers.
Yeah,
they gotta be. Or they got social programming down to a science, bro. They literally had that shit programmed into the very fabric and understand they understand human conditioning. So that's an entirely different topic, and I go on for hours about that shit. But just to hit back home, it is funny that you bring that up because yes, it's always hard for Black people to see other Black people who are conservatives and be like, yo, how can you rock with Republicans? But again, on paper, conservatives make a lot of sense. The issue is the goofiness within each party, just like even Democrats, right? Democrats make a lot of sense, but they don't seem to understand how the fuck money works. And that's my issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, like a lot of the policies I totally agree with, but like when it comes to money, they act like they don't understand how fucking economics works. And that shit is just aggravating. But I'm just ranting right now. But it is funny that you brought that up because
it's crazy, man. And honestly, it does. Honestly, I've kind of questioned these past maybe 2 years or so. I've kind of questioned my Democratichood, but it's almost like a rite of passage as a Black person. It's just like you're just a Democrat, damn near, you know. And if you are Republican, then you're a fucking coon. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because the documentary is called Uncle Tom, and but so if y'all get a chance, if y'all got Amazon Prime or whatever and stuff, go check out that Uncle Tom documentary. It's actually really fucking good. Like I was like, and it had me question a lot of things. They bring up a lot of history about stuff and a lot of these Democratic laws and stuff or whatever that kind of keep black people oppressed pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And keep them like that. So
here's the only downside to shit like that, because one, any documentary they be cherry picking, but the
for sure.
And what people don't ever want to acknowledge, and me and your dad actually got into this argument prior to him passing away the last time I seen him.
Oh yeah. My dad's a hardcore Republican.
Is that they try to pretend like the parties didn't switch in the early 80s, late 70s. There was a switch in the parties, right? Like where the Democrats became more liberal and conservatives and the Republicans became more conservative. Prior to that, Republicans were more liberal. I mean, Republicans were more liberal and the Democrats were more conservative. And so they'll bring up things from history. Well, Democrats created this law. Yeah, the Democratic Party at that time who were more conservative, you know what I'm saying? And their beliefs and shit like that. So it gets kind of murky. But
it does. And honestly, they bring that up in the documentary and they talk about JFK and stuff and how kind of the big switch happened where a lot of people, because JFK was the last great Democratic president, so to speak, or whatever and stuff. But they were his in today's terms, JFK would actually be a Republican. His beliefs and gun laws and stuff like that, and everything he believed in as a Democratic president was more Republican in today's terms. But that's when most black people, they were growing up or whatever and stuff. Black people had a picture of Martin Luther King and JFK in their house. And it was just they loved JFK. You know what I'm saying? And he was a Democrat. So then that's when a whole bunch of black people just really started flooding to the Democratic Party or whatever. And then they just kind of stayed that way kind of after the JFK administration.
But again, at that same time, there's a reason why I try to explain this. The KKK were part of the Democratic Party.
They were saying, they said that too.
More black people came to it, they switched to the Republican Party. So this is the reason why it gets murky, because it's all y'all only be telling half truths. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see the documentary, because if they tell the whole truth, that shit'll be appreciated, because niggas be telling half truths.
Yeah, because they were saying how the KKK was pretty much within the Democratic Party and stuff like that. Yeah.
And so they switched because they was all these Democrats letting black people get shit. We gonna fuck with these Republicans.
We ain't rocking with that.
Yeah. So it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, man.
All right. That's what's up. With that being said, though, that's all that I have. Y'all got anything else?
You didn't have an irk?
Huh? Oh, my irk is light. My irk was just that I'm mad at the city of Houston. These motherfuckers decided to put a fucking new asphalt cap over the street of Highway 6 which you would think would be a good thing, right? My problem is one, there wasn't nothing fucking wrong with it. So
why fixing something ain't broken?
Like, I know places in Houston that have potholes and shit. Highway 6 wasn't one of them. It was a perfectly good fucking street. But the issue that I have, even more so, that they spent unnecessary money to do that was that they created potholes by doing that shit. Because now on the side of the street where the fucking sewer thing is, there's holes now because the asphalt is sitting over it. So the sewer, circle thing is like now sitting in it. So like you gotta like fucking dodge these holes, otherwise your car will be bumping up and out of the goddamn thing. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying as shit. Like y'all niggas created man-made potholes.
Created a problem.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all created a problem that wasn't here. Like it's annoying as shit. Like who's in charge around here, dog? Like that's all I'm asking.
Who came up with this shit?
In charge? Bro, okay. And actually my homie was talking to me once, just I said I digress too much here, but he's talking about how like, man, a lot of these fucking citywide contracts, the way money flows, he was like, you'd be amazed at how like they'll just hand out contracts just cause like,
I heard it'll be nothing wrong, but like they're buddy with the person who owns the construction company. So they'll be like, yeah, man, we'll just give you this, saying this $1 million contract, $500,000 or whatever to do this whole construction project. Nothing need to be done. Nothing need to be done. But the money's already allocated within the city, so they just gonna give it to their buddy.
It's aggravating as shit because again, these niggas created potholes that we did not have.
And then in like 5 or 10 years, they'll like do something else to be like, oh, we get this potholes on this highway. We got to do something.
Like, bro. So I'm guessing that they're going to have to either come and redo them holes, or maybe they're going to leave it that way. Maybe they got a way to like raise the fucking like sewer thing or whatever. I don't fucking know, man. But I'm just mad because one, I was already a little irked because I'm like, why are these niggas fucking doing this? And like, there's nothing wrong with the street. There was nothing wrong here. And then, you know what I'm saying? They finally finished it and I'm driving and like, I'm noticing people in front of me, like, kind of like swerving, to try to like they dodge shit. I hit one and I'm all like, ain't this a bitch? Like these
sons of bitches.
Man-made potholes. You sorry motherfuckers, man. All right, so yeah, that's my light arc. Them niggas, motherfucking city of Houston, man. All right, y'all. With that being said, though, if you made it this far, we appreciate you for kicking it with us this week. Make sure you click that subscribe, like, and follow button. With that being said, actually, y'all have an announcement here. So I know we haven't really been on the audio podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify. I'm still debating. I guess I could ask y'all. I don't know if we should, man. We've been getting way more views on YouTube.
On YouTube.
We're getting
really?
audio. So
yeah.
I don't really see, because the problem is on YouTube you search podcasts and like we'll pop up, but like on I guess if y'all still know people that want the audio version, I guess we can still drop it.
I think the visual is honestly better. And because even me with like $1 million worth of game, like I'll listen to it, but I actually rather watch.
I'll rewatching the YouTube video. Yeah, I'd
rather watch it.
Yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong, we can go back to it, but just so y'all know, the videos have been doing better on YouTube than they have on,
I agree.
Than the plays we got from, Apple Pod, just the audio. So in which case, yeah, that leaves less work for me as well, because now I don't have to do a second audio version. But yeah, so with that being said,
let's roll with it like that.
On YouTube, nigga. So
YouTube.
Yeah, hit that like, subscribe, and follow button. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and sign up out of here. It's your boy, Mr. Imperator Rose.
And it's your girl Ash.
And it's that dude code Theory. We out.